on this episode of Wingnuts.
The Jet Preview Show is basically the demographic that we're looking for.
We need something new. We gotta make something new.
So of all the pieces we found out here, you're grabbing the one that he has only one of?
No, we're taking the one you want. Put me under a 1 week gun to do something that I don't want to do, and it's not conducive to producing good art. Your job description is not to be in my butt.
There it goes.
It wears a little thin. It wears a little bit thin. The same crap all the time wears a little bit thin.
I don't like that at all.
Well, if you want something by Tuesday, this is what you get.
In life it's hard to get what you want to. You're flying high and there's stuff all over you. It's junk, it's art. You find an old airplane and tear it apart. It's junk, it's art. You find an old airplane and tear it apart. And tear it apart.
All right, so on our inventory, let's start with our DC9s. If you count those, I'll get these over here. We got 1,
All right.
2, 3 here. Over the last 2 years, MotoArt has been collecting various pieces of aircraft, such as propellers, fuselage pieces, bombs, a lot of ordnance from all over the country. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. As it is now, the place is just overflowing at the seams with all these components. It's about time we take an inventory, find out what we've got, so we'll know what we have to work with. Now, let's start with the World War II bombs. We got 4, and I got 1 hanging in the other room. C-119.
Hey.
Morning, guys.
What's happening?
What you guys doing?
Hey, Dave. Just taking an inventory of what we got here.
Physical product inventory.
Oh, very cool. About time.
1, 2.
Hey, Donovan,
3.
Jet Preview Show down in San Diego. I want to go to this. It's next Tuesday.
Gee, that's in a week.
I know.
The Jet Preview Show is basically what they do is they bring in all these Lear jets, and it's a one-day show. It's like an open house for anyone who's considering buying a multi-million-dollar jet. It's good for us because it's the demographic that we're looking for.
Internet sales aren't cutting it, dude. I got to get this stuff out in front of people.
Yeah, I agree.
And
we need to get back on the show circuit.
So this is close. It's in San Diego.
We need something new.
Well,
We gotta make something new.
what do you suggest?
And I'm not seeing it in here.
What are your suggestion? I mean, I'm for it. But you got a time factor here too, Don. I mean, we got a week.
It's Earth's Day. Let's go to Mojave. Our good buddy JD runs a graveyard up in Mojave, and he's always tearing down something. Every time we go up there, we never see his complete inventory. But I'm sure he's got something up there that's new that I can work with and build a new piece.
Well, I would love to go to Mojave. It's always fun to go to Mojave, but my daughter is dancing at a halftime show at the Staples Center tonight, and I'd be dead if I missed it. It's a 7 o'clock showing.
Probably really bad traffic right now, 405, the whole thing. If we had an earlier start, we would have made it in time. It's not ethical. It really isn't.
Ethical?
Yeah. It's not.
I think Tim has an ulterior motive why he doesn't want to go to Mojave. You know, he's got his new girlfriend, and I'm sure he wants to be home, clean, and fresh at 5 o'clock this evening. And if we leave within the next half hour, we'll probably get back here around 8 or 9 o'clock tonight.
Unfortunately, these guys are shooting from the hip again, and the plan that they're coming up with is, it's completely not reasonable. I'm gonna probably have to take the bull by the horns on this one and figure out an emergency solution with all the things that are going on, because it's just wasting time and it's just another wild goose chase.
Tim, I want to drive if I can. Keep my mind
Hang
off
on for a
everything
minute.
else.
There's gonna be a change of plans.
What's that?
I put in a call to an old friend of mine from the Hollywood days.
Yeah?
All right? And I got a flight to Mojave, 10:15 at the airport. You guys are welcome to come. Okay? So let's do this.
All right, Tim,
Yep.
I give up. What airplane?
Where is it?
It's not here yet.
Typically, it's Donovan or I who are, picking up flights, not Tim. Donovan and I are the ones who have the connections. I've never heard of Tim having one connection with a guy who has a plane.
Of course, I believe you. You wouldn't bring us out here, but I mean, if there is no plane, we just shot our whole day. I mean, we're just gonna have to go back to the shop. So give me some warm, fuzzy.
Knowing Tim, there probably isn't a plane. All right, Tim.
Tim, tell me it ain't so.
It is so, Dave.
Let's do it.
Sounds good. Donovan, Dave, this is my good buddy D. We go back a long time.
Hey, D,
He's gonna do
how
us a
are you?
favor today.
Great to meet you guys.
Gonna start to make a right turn here now.
That's the way to travel, I'll tell you.
I'm sure it is.
Yeah, man.
Go on, boy. Go on, man. Is that first class or what?
That's first class.
You take this guy right here.
That's rock star days.
Saudi? When I come up to a place like this, I would really prefer to be alone. Spend some time and stop and look at every single part and think about it and what I could do with it. And with Tim and Dave along, they've always got an opinion. And opinions are cheap. Sometimes silence is golden. And I really like to think when I'm up here. And it's nice, it's quiet. Woo! Tore this puppy up, but good. I mean, these planes cost millions and millions of dollars, not only to build, but they cost millions more to design and develop. And other scrap, they're gonna be beer cans or soda cans. And I just like to save that stuff for people who appreciate it. And myself. I'm gonna spend more time out here. Never have enough time.
This is a 707 engine cowl. Off of a Pratt & Whitney motor.
I like the look of it.
It's almost deco looking, isn't it?
Oh,
Huh?
the thing is, you've got the scoops on both. This is nice. All right.
This is more or less I see as a wall unit.
Now, if you're sitting down here,
Look at this, a cup
put
holder.
Cup holder, remote holder.
It's not deco.
Can I just throw my 2 cents in?
Oh, that's it.
The 727s are coming off the line. That's why I like the 727.
Don't think about all this production. All that. I mean, we'll get to that eventually.
I mean, because 707s were being torn down, what, 20 years ago? I mean, these are slim pickings versus something like the 727s where we might have access to really hundreds of the cowlings. Versus this is something that's been torn down for 20 years and we're going to be piecemeal.
This is a lot more expensive. This is a vintage piece.
It just kills me that we come up with something that we only have 3 of. I mean, it's just like...
Dave, just die right now then. This is the way it's going to be occasionally.
That's more than 2 cents.
Yeah, that was a lot more than 2 cents. That was about a buck and a half and change.
But it was $1 million worth of advice, if you guys will listen closely there. Certainly, 707 cowling or a DC6 cowling, we just don't have a lot of, versus something like a 727 where we know we can get hundreds of.
To me, as a businessman, makes more economical sense to design something that we know we can start cookie cutting and make a lot of.
These are 727s?
Yes. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them.
The 727 by Boeing. the best-selling jet of its generation. Over 1,800 built between 64 and 84. The first aircraft to carry 1 billion souls. Was the pioneer of the 3-jet configuration and the newfangled 3-slot wing flaps. The Boeing 727, from high-flying heavyweight to Donovan and Dave's next great showpiece.
I don't mind these, but they're not totally circular. We've got this part right here.
Well, I see just kind of cut.
And what you're gonna do?
Kind of like a U-shaped cut out of it. I mean, come on, you. So of all the pieces we found out here, you're grabbing the one that he has only one of.
No, we're taking the one you want.
Which
and
is?
I'm gonna do what you want to do.
No.
And if it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. I saw so much stuff that I want, and you know, there's only so much we can put in JD's truck. Now we get to fly home in style, and poor JD, he's gonna fight the freeway traffic all the way back to the shop.
Alrighty.
Let's go.
You ready?
Yep, come on.
Okay, that's good. Oh, doggies.
Well, now you gotta put your mind to work.
Yeah, now I can figure out what to do with it. And quick. Show's a week from tomorrow.
It's strong, it's hard. You find it all their play. Tear it apart, and tear it apart. It's strong, it's hard. You find it all their play. Tear it apart, and tear it apart.
So, this thing is not round,
I know.
and it's not level.
I know that too.
To level it is a big, big deal. I've only got 5 days to create a new piece for the Palomar Air Show. So I've decided to take a 727 cowling and somehow turn it into a love seat. A cowling is the aluminum casing that goes around a jet engine. And in the case of a 727, there's 3 of them. I've got to dig into it, cut it open, and see what I've got. Once I do that, you know, it may be a big mess. I might know in 20 minutes if I can do this at all. This part here, where all the connection goes, and the air scoops, that's the part that sticks out. We have our option. We can make that the back and leave it, or that's the part we cut out.
Tim, get off the phone! Jesus. When we decided to go to the Palomar Air Show, one of the problems is we already have a nice little product list of things that are completed that we're going to take down there. But then there's another half dozen pieces that are about 80% complete. This week with Tim, I'm going to have him focus on taking this list that I've created and kind of overseeing that all the stuff is complete and ready to go. I'm only going to say it once. I'm going to spell it out to him what needs to be done, and I'm going to let him run with it. Come Monday, while we're packing to go to the show, every single item on that list must be completed, or he has to answer to me. Basically, here's what I want to take. We have things that are complete already, like the Silver Git bomb table, the Phantom table, the Mark 84 bomb table, which the TV's sitting on. We have a Martini table done out there. We have a C33 table done. Basically, what I want you to do is write down what each one of these items need. You know, the perf, the feet, the aluminum plates, and then just put it down on the whiteboard, and then we'll assign each piece to a different guy out in the shop.
Right.
It's going to be a busy week.
Oh yeah, we're slammed.
And the 727 cowling, I don't know how we're gonna pull it off, but I want Donovan to go for it because we need something new.
Something like this. Like that.
Mm-hmm.
I think what I need to do is do some drawings out of paper and then put them on here. But I think first I'm just gonna make a hack in it and see how hard this thing is to cut.
Probably a good idea.
Aha!
The only problem, Dave, is this isn't going to be a roll like this.
I was going to suggest if there's any way of leaving it open and not have it sharp, just to smooth off the edges or put a piece of Plex. Maybe there you go, Plex.
To use a thin Plex. Now I know it's thin, it might break.
Well, that's polycarbonate. That won't break.
That won't break.
Well, if you're going to design it, why don't you just do the whole thing? I'll go work on something else. Every time I come out to work, you know, you fly out here. You're never in your office doing your job.
I'm just throwing out ideas.
I know, but you know, I don't come in your office and take the phone out of your ear when you're talking to a client and try to sell them on a piece, do I?
Well, Dave and I had a talk this morning about what needs to be done for Tuesday.
There's been an obvious change in Tim. It's, you could call it the new and improved Tim. He's running around here with a little notebook and saying he knows all about everything and telling everybody what to do. I got a feeling it's going to be worse than the old Tim.
Connie sculpture, and Dave and I discussed it, and we think it should be the purple hub for it instead of the reflective silver. What do you think? Good? Good. Purple. Okay.
It's
the yellow hub for the bombs away already has the red perf in there, so we're good.
Yeah.
We're good.
Okay.
We're just gonna use that as it is, right?
Yeah.
Everybody's tasks are really clear right now, and it's kind of like a really good charge for me. And I felt it. Everybody else pretty much had a great buzz off of it also at the meeting.
You just don't tell the boys what to do. That comes from me.
No. You know the rule about him in the office, you in the shop.
Exactly.
I'm the middleman to take care of it for you guys.
It just says oversee, you know.
Well, no, oversee work.
What does oversee and expedite all projects really mean?
It means to make
Talk
sure.
on the phone in the parking lot?
My phone doesn't work right now.
Well, Tim.
You know what, dude?
It's worked 364 days out of the year.
You know what, Donovan? You know what, Donovan? Stop the bashing.
I'm not bashing you.
No.
I'm just asking you what that means.
Yeah, you know
what?
what?
You to explain.
You know what? I came through yesterday, and all I want is a thank you, and I will. I will do my job. I don't want any more bashing.
I'm asking what that job entails. Does that
what
mean you just walk around and make sure we're all working?
No, oversee and expedite. Make sure all the parts are ready for the builds. Make sure that the guys have what they need. Make sure that electrical's taken care of. Make sure that the deposits are taken care of.
Okay.
Yeah,
that's all I ask.
Project managing. It's projects.
All right.
You know what? The laughing and the smiling is going to have to stop, man.
How I see helping is not only doing what you're doing, but also working side by side with Donovan.
Whatever he needs. That's why I put expedite. That's what that means.
What happened to the cowling? You know, you said you could do it, and here we are a couple days.
I said I would try and do my best.
Come on, you know, and the whole thing is, if we're not gonna have the MotoArt quality, let's just screw it now, can it?
That's fine with me.
Well, you know, you made me a promise. And if you're gonna let yourself down and your own word down, go ahead, drop it. I don't care.
That's fine.
Fine. You know, don't make me freaking false promises then.
I never lie to you, Dave. It's put me under a 1 week gun to do something that I don't want to do, and it's not conducive to producing good art. Tally ho!
I kind of like.
Maybe I like this after all.
I don't like that at all, the way it's cut. I don't know if I just...
Well, if you want something by Tuesday, this is what you get.
It's junk, it's art. You find it all their play. Tear it apart and tear it apart. It's junk, it's art. You find it all their play. Tear it apart and tear it apart.
Now, there was a lot of tension in the shop yesterday, particularly with Dave. He almost exploded yesterday morning, and you know, he's got all kinds of weights on his shoulders. We got less than $1,000 in the bank. That's no way to run a business. I'll burn that money up today in powder coating and materials and everything, and upholstery.
Buddy, how you feeling today?
Good. What's happening with inventory?
It's done.
That's what we got.
Those are our supplies, and our hard goods are on the second page.
Do that. Screw it from the inside.
What I'm missing from this is a tool count. I mean, I need an absolute tool count, from drill presses to bandsaws to power tools to everything, all right? You spent 5 minutes here.
I'm doing 5 other things at the same time, along with inventory, along with deliveries, along with making deposits and everything else. So I'm taking care of like 5 jobs at once.
All right, well, I asked for this 2 weeks ago.
No, you didn't ask for this 2 weeks ago. You asked for this a week ago.
2 weeks ago.
And I'm taking care of 5 jobs at once, okay?
What 5 are those?
Oh,
Yeah.
God.
Yeah,
What 5 jobs are those?
Whatever you feel you know,
Talking
at
on the
hand.
phone 1, talking on the phone 2, talking on the phone 3.
You know, maybe I could just take a week off and you guys could fend for yourself.
Hey, you had a week off the other week. That's it. You already had a week off.
Wait a minute, if I remember right, you
know,
came back and asked for your job.
Remember?
Yeah, I had a week off and that's great and all that, but what got done? Nothing.
Yeah.
No, you didn't do anything that week.
Yeah, whatever, man. I'm so tired of the crap.
You want another week off?
Yeah, you know what? Maybe I should take a week off. You know, it's like you want to portray me as Bozo the frickin' clown around here. That's fine. Go ahead and do it.
You said that, not me.
No, I'm telling you right now, dude.
You
It's
said
like,
that.
you know what? It's always the last minute drop of the hat. Please, can you do this? Please, can you do that? And then it's the phone joke and this joke and the whole thing. You know what?
No, it's not a joke.
No,
That's true.
It wears a little thin. It wears a little bit thin. The same crap all the time wears a little bit thin.
All right, I got to go back to work.
Yeah, I'm sure you do. My job's getting done. It's just not getting seen because both those guys have blinders on. And, you know, they expect things. And it's like, you know, I live by no expectations, no disappointments. And, you know, when I pull out some kind of a miracle, which I pretty much do every week for these guys, you know, they're like, oh, thanks, that's great. You know, it's I don't know, absolutely frustrating.
We're coming along on the piece here. I've got a bottom in it. I'm putting casters on it. Then we're gonna flip it over. We've got one side totally straightened. We gotta straighten one more. And then after that, we'll dig into doing the interior, the seating unit. And this can go over to the other guys for a little bit of sanding because I think we're gonna powder coat this piece.
Hi, Tom. Good afternoon. David with MotoArt. Hi, Ron. This is David with MotoArt. Randy, this is David with MotoArt. This is Dave Hall with MotoArt. You make the vintage aircraft furniture you inquired about earlier this year. How you doing today? Just following up with you, sir. See if you got our latest press release on the new products that we sent out a couple weeks ago. Oh, business is doing wonderful. We do have some great items on the line, and they're going quickly. Kicking out a bunch of orders, and we're constantly coming up with some new pieces. We're actually going to be down in Palomar for the Jet Preview Show next week. Right now, we're working on a 727 Cowling Love Seat. The imagination never stops here. You don't like the mirror black?
I like that
I
a lot.
don't want it smooth. Everything we do is smooth. I want to finish on this one.
Why are you so content in having a finish?
Because we haven't done it before, and I want to do it on this one. This is going to be ultra smooth and polished. There's not going to be a scratch in this. I want to see a contrast.
I think you're taking a major, major risk by going with a crinkled finish on this.
I'll take the major risk every time.
It's strong, it's hard. You find it all their play. Tear it apart, and tear it apart. It's strong, it's hard. You find it all their play. Tear it apart, and tear it apart.
It's coming.
Well, it's you gotta
Look,
go.
I mean, it looks great.
It's getting there.
Just kind of like Dave was on my behind about it this morning.
Why would he be on your behind?
Because he's like, it's your job to make sure Donovan gets this done and doesn't get distracted. So you need to have a talk with him about it.
I gotta straighten Dave out. Your job description is not to be on my butt.
I know that.
I know.
I just wanted to come in here and ask you about it.
Dave has to know that.
You know, I mean, he was like all fired up about it. He's like, you know, we have to get this piece done. He said he would do it. He's pulling Thomas and Mark off of the other things that need to get done, and he's screwing up our whole time frame.
Well, guess what? All of it'll be done.
I know that. It's always 11th hour.
He needs to stay in his office and work, make some sales.
Donovan has Thomas working on the chair with him, and I said to him, look, time frame wise, I need to know, and he snapped at me. And I said, look, Dave's really concerned about the whole thing with the chair, and he wants this thing to be ready, and...
I can only imagine his response.
Oh, yeah. He's like, tell him to talk to me. He's like, it's not your job, you're not the middle. I said, dude, I'm the guy that's, you know, making sure everything's getting done here, and he's like, you know, I don't want to know about it, you know. Tell Dave to go in there and make some sales.
I am making the seat portion for the love seat. Should fit. I'm gonna make it a totally separate unit from the cowling, so I can send that out to the upholsterers and send the cowling out to get powder coated at the same time. The seat has to be up about 20 inches. I'm building the seat, and then I'll build some uprights and connect it all together, and hopefully it's gonna be comfortable. Who's first?
Tatiana.
Good morning.
We're just working on mailers today. I
Okay.
desperately need to get these things out. I'd like to get some out today before the mailman gets here, and he'll be here in a couple hours, so. Yeah, these don't have them. See, typically you're supposed to rip them, but now you're just gonna have to peel. All right?
I've got another assignment for her. First.
Yeah.
It's very important.
Here it goes.
How important outside of getting these
More
mailers out?
important than these.
All right.
Okay? 5 minutes?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay. Whoop. Come on, Tats.
What is it? What, are you getting a massage?
Well, why do you need to know everything here?
I cleaned this off. I'd like you to sit down in there.
Okay.
See if you like it.
Whoa. Are we gonna like turn
All right,
around?
now scoot over a little bit.
Spin around?
Scoot over a little bit. Let's see if the fat boil fit in here too. All right.
Come on, man.
Okay.
I mean, this assignment, it's like this is extracurricular
I want to see
activity.
if two people fit in
Can you
here.
like
I don't
turn
want
it
to use
around?
Why couldn't you use
I
Tom?
don't
She's the
want
same
to sit
size
in
as
here
her.
with you.
Oh, don't worry about that, dude.
Tim, you wouldn't fit here.
I know that. I would have one to
You
myself.
need to know how many
thrown.
people fit in this seat.
Yeah, look at the extracurricular assignment.
Probably two
is a
people.
love seat.
It is a love seat. I told you. This is going to be a cushion. I don't know if I'm going to do one in the back or not right
I don't
now.
think you need to.
jump in here. See
You
if you
don't
like it.
really, you don't really.
And everybody gets on my ass for things, and it's like, look at this. This is ridiculous.
It's pretty good.
You need it on your back.
It takes 2 seconds to do that.
I was gonna do that too, but I didn't take a shower this morning.
I did.
How many lamps do we have? Oh, we got 10. These are UL approved gooseneck lamps, which we get from a manufacturer, and then we mount them on these airplane pistons, which are out of a Wright Cyclone radial engine. I believe it was an 18-cylinder engine used on several different airplanes in World War II. These things are great at shows because they're inexpensive. Almost anybody can afford them. We use them almost like calling cards and occasionally as giveaways. And sometimes at a show, it's all we sell.
Tim. What are you doing?
Call it a safety meeting.
All right, well, I need Tatiana needs to have a chair.
Stole my chair.
I understand that. You need
I'm
to.
just putting a new one and you're
I'm
stealing
calling a safety meeting, and you need to
it. Not a
participate.
safety meeting.
You're going to learn real soon. Go sit in the yellow chair, or the orange chair, please.
So, we're taking a time out here?
Yes, we are. The purpose of this gathering here is to make sure that everybody is up to code and knows their job here when it comes to safety, okay? Surroundings, beware of your surroundings. Mark and Thomas pretty much abide by these rules all the time. They're always right on about it. You know, I mean, Thomas, look at his boots. He's got it down.
Steel-toed boots.
Yep. I know the whole thing, and I'm going to bring up another situation about that. No open-toed shoes in the shop anymore. Because if you walk by something and you kick your toe, we're liable for it, and we don't need that. Awareness. That's A. Okay, sit down, please. I'm not done
it's
yet.
gonna work. I can do two things at once.
Okay, well, this really pertains to you. Awareness. Okay?
I'm aware of
being
that.
aware that metal shavings could go into your lungs, you need to wear a mask. And B, something gets in your eye, then the master of all pieces here is down for a couple days. Okay, forgetfulness. Now, when you're working together, side by side, you can forget that there's a guy right next to you with a grinder, or a guy right next to you with a saw. So if you forget about it, why is everybody smiling? This is serious. This pertains to D3, okay? Here we go. Ego.
Ego.
Where does that come?
There's an issue with ego because, I mean, he's got the macho cavalier, maverick attitude, and I don't need the glasses and I don't need the mask and all that. Well, you do need it, okay? You're not freaking Superman, dude. You're flesh and blood like everybody else. Okay, here we go. Let's move on to T, okay? T.
T for Tim.
No, T-R. Why? Because I'm in charge, so everybody needs to pay attention to me. T-R, okay?
Oh, Jesus.
And next, you. All of you are responsible for taking care of yourselves and watching everybody else, okay? Just be safe, all right?
Hey, good job.
Meeting adjourned.
Believe it or not, it looks like Dom is going to pull off the 727 Cowling Love seat. We have one last order of business, and that's upholstery. So we have our friend Aldo coming down today to take a look at it for us.
Say, is there a redder red in this?
Yes.
No, this one's
That's the one we used.
This one?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, that one's fine. That's a good looking red.
What would you recommend for the on the base? Do you have any of those samples, or?
Yeah. For the rubber, no, I don't have it at the moment. But it should be thick. Rubber
Instead of a black, do we want to go maybe for a gray?
Well, he's suggesting using a black rubber that he has in stock.
Yeah, I know, but I don't. We got black there, black rubber here, and then black on here.
Oh, okay. You're saying on
talking
the
about
side. Okay.
I would say black would go better.
That's fine with me.
Yes. Right?
That way we're not, you know, we don't have three materials, we only have two.
Okay.
All right, let's do that then.
All right.
Rubber on the base, rubber on the faces, and then red.
And the red cushion.
Yeah.
All right.
Beautiful.
And you can get this done by Monday.
Monday.
Monday afternoon.
Monday afternoon. We have a show Tuesday morning in San Diego.
Well, it's Friday afternoon. Time is quickly passing by. We did get the cowling to the point where it can go to powder coating. I wasn't really happy with starting on that piece. I didn't like it from the gate, but now that we've all gotten into it, it could be an exciting piece. It really could. I'm a little shocked because I was absolutely opposed to doing that one.
For our show tomorrow in Palomar, we have a pile of things that we have to get done. We need to get everything clean, wrapped up, packed up, and also getting stuff finished built. There's several pieces that are still outstanding that are not completed.
Still too big? Basically, I have 9 more pieces just to do minor touch-ups or take apart and clean, which is, you know, an hour a piece, which really makes it midnight. So I've got to go a little bit faster than that. But there's certain pieces that have to go in a certain order so we're not crawling all over each other and moving stuff around. So it'll be a 3-ring circus as usual here at MotoArt.
Hey Bill, it's Tim Roberts from MotoArt. Do we have any progress at all? Contrary to popular belief, what I have on my plate today is quite huge. I need to make sure that all the products are expedited properly. Piston lamps are looking really good. We also need to make sure that we have the cowling from powder coating. Either I'm going to pick it up or they're going to deliver it. We haven't really heard from them yet. And we also have the upholstery for the cowling chair, and I might have to go on that run also.
Well, can we get a list? Start putting together a list of everything. I have no clue.
I mean, you guys never got a list?
I never got a list.
You never gave us a copy of
Are
it.
you freaking kidding me? B25 desk. We're gonna have a Mark 84 bomb. Then we have the jet spinner. We have the Git bomb table. 727 cowling. Love seat.
Cleaning up all these pieces and packing and loading, it's not my cup of tea. You know, I've done this 100 times and it really gets old and gets old fast. 3, 4, 5, 6 pieces loaded. Good. I just can't wait for the cowling to get here and put that together. It's a brand new piece. That's what I'm looking forward to.
Hey, should we take Tatiana tomorrow?
Okay.
We're taking Tatiana tomorrow.
Oh, were you gonna discuss that with me first?
No, you never discuss anything with me. I made a corporate decision. It's my company.
Yeah.
Hey, Tatiana, if you're gonna go tomorrow, you know we need you super early, right? And we don't wait.
I understand.
What Donovan doesn't understand about inviting Tatiana tomorrow, even though I think it's a good idea to have an attractive lady at a booth, is now I have 2 people going down there who are probably going to be doing nothing all day. And she doesn't know the product. She doesn't know how much we charge for this stuff. Other than being a pretty face at the booth, she holds no value to me down there.
Donovan, I was going to ask you, it doesn't sound like Dave wants me to go tomorrow.
I don't care what he
Actually,
says
it
or
sounds
what
like
he sounds
doesn't
like.
want me to go.
I don't care.
What do you think?
Well, I want to see it when it's stripped. This is gonna look sharp, guys. We're gonna have to polish this one more time.
Hey, silver vein doesn't look bad, Donovan. Watch it, I got a razor blade.
I knew this would look good. Come on down here. Let's put it down here. I can't wait to sit in this with Tatiana, the future ex-Mrs. Fell. We're putting together the 727 chair as we speak, and I'm ecstatic about it. A piece that started out to where I couldn't stand it has turned out to be something I really love, and I think it's going to be dynamite. I think the public is going to just go wild over it. I mean, if we can see our reflections in here, that looks good.
come to you a little.
Hey, real quick, while we're by ourselves here. First of all, you know, you started this week off last week tremendously. I gotta be honest with you, dude, I was a little bit disappointed that I walked out here this afternoon and no one knew what was going. And, you know, Donovan didn't know what was going.
Well, they need to listen.
Well,
that's all, because I've told everyone.
A verbal doesn't really cut it for this right now.
Well,
I mean, the show is so important to us, and when I walk out here, no one knows what's going.
They should know, because I've already gone over it with them, and a verbal should be good enough. Everybody's an intelligent human being here.
Tim, you know what I hear as a manager? I hear excuses.
Well, good.
I mean, every time I ask you something,
you know what?
I hear an excuse.
Hear what you want to hear.
I hear
what you want to hear.
And it's someone else's fault. You know,
there's.
Just tell me what I need to do to be a better manager, Tim.
You need to appreciate. That's what you need to do.
And then come over to me. And I'm gonna take the pads out.
Man.
Oh my God. Look at that.
Woohoo!
Boy, Donovan, I gotta tell you.
I got lucky on this one, guys.
That is just unbelievable.
I got lucky. Wait till we see the yellow on here. This thing is gonna be so striking.
Da-da-da!
Cool. Not done yet. That's not bad, but if you can see through the whole thing, and just have the seat floating on a pole, okay, here we go. Look at this. Woohoo! Woohoo!
Yellow.
It's beautiful.
Oh yeah. Oh, I love it. I love it. This is exactly how I pictured it.
You know what? The yellow just makes it stand out. What?
It's exactly what I wanted.
It's like, caution, don't get in.
That's beautiful.
Look, you were the one who was saying we don't have any color in our pieces. We got some color.
All right, well, listen, 5 a.m., right?
5 a.m.
Okay, 5 a.m.
It's junk, it's art. You find it all they're playing. Tear it apart and tear it apart. It's junk, it's art. You find it all they're playing. Tear it apart and tear it apart.
It's the crack of dawn, and we're loading up to go to Palomar. Luckily, we got a good head start last night, so we just got to tie down a couple things, get the new 727 Cali in, and away we go. Last night, I had a chance to sleep on it with the little sleep that I got about Tatiana going, and the more I thought about it, the more upset I got. It's like Dom is just kissing ass.
Judging by the way he was staring at her yesterday, he was looking at her like she was his last meal. And I know Dave's ready to blow his stack on it, and I'm gonna have to take Dave's side on this one. I think it's total dead weight.
6:10, 40 minutes late.
Oh, it's too early.
I know. I'm glad I have a pillow, though.
You got a pillow.
It's great.
Aren't you glad I'm always thinking about you?
I know.
We're at the Palomar Airport today, and this is the executive jet preview. Most of the major jet manufacturers are represented here by their various airplanes. Usually they probably have maybe 1,000 to 1,500 pre-qualified buyers, people that have the money to buy one of these planes. If they've got the money for one of the planes, they've certainly got plenty of chump change for our stuff. Oh, you got a little dirt. Don't sit down. Here, let me get it. Just kidding.
What, is he moving on this girl already?
Yeah.
I love seat.
It's like the Mile High Club on the ground.
That's right. Oh, wait till you see the better picture.
Look how nice that looks.
Looks pretty good. Looks real good, as a matter of fact.
All right. Bring it on, baby. Wow, Tatiana.
Hey guys,
You dress up.
you need some help? Well,
Look decent
for the
now.
show. Look decent.
I wondered if
But
you
I
didn't wear blue
usually
jeans today. I saw you this morning, I'm like, someone didn't give her the memo.
This is my place today.
I think it is. I think
Do you
it
have
is.
margarita
The
or-
skirt's a perfect length for that chair. Just long enough.
This is great. This is so comfortable.
It really is. Well, this is the first time we've taken Tatiana to a show like this, and she's dressed up. She looks great, and I think she's a great sales tool.
We also have a captain's chair as well right there. If you saw.
that. That's a great idea.
Yeah, that's a different, but it's really comfortable actually.
This is our 727 Cowling Love Seat. Just finished it last night. Not 100% done. We still got to put the skirt on the bottom.
It's so cool.
I've got about 12 left, and there aren't any more.
This is our DC3 martini table. All hand sanded, hand polished. Our DC9 executive desk.
What are you gonna do with them? You know, and it's not only that; it's gonna be a historical piece later. You know,
Yeah.
15 years from now, it's gonna be something amazing.
May I?
Oh yeah, sure. Try it.
I'm absolutely surprised that Tatiana is doing a good job out here. I'm proud of her. I truly eat my words from this morning about worried about bringing her down here. She's held her own weight, and she's learning as she's going along, but yet she's attractive. She's getting people in the booth, and she's doing her best at pitching.
I want all you people out of my office. Bring my jet over here now.
Does it make you feel powerful, right?
Yeah.
It makes you more like.
Boy, it really slowed down here.
Yeah, it did. Well, you know why?
Why?
The free food's gone. That's what everybody comes for.
Isn't that amazing?
Yeah, it's all free food.
All these millionaires here, and
Yeah, they come for free food and water.
Yeah. As a powder coat finish, you can do like a reflective silver or green, accented by a KC97 chair. I'm sitting in our new 727 Cowling Love Seat. All right, I'm ready to cut a deal.
What kind of plane did this come out of?
KC97, which is the cargo version of a B-29. Go ahead, wheel it forward.
So you can reproduce, you could do probably 3 of these at least.
Yeah. We could do 3 of the B-25s.
What would it take?
Money.
What approximately we're talking about here? What kind of money?
Well, we're talking 12,000 a piece for the B-25s. Chairs are 3,100.
Okay.
We're down to less than a dozen at this point. You know, if you wanted to go 3, I'd go 2,000 a piece on these.
Okay.
So what, we're at 42.
And we get some of these for free.
I'll throw in the piston lamps.
Let's try to put it together.
All right, well, you got a card or something? I can,
yeah.
let me write it up for you.
Okay.
Hey, nice wallet.
Oh, well, thank you very much.
Hey, well, thank you very much. Welcome to the family. Thank God. One of these days we'll be able to afford those little credit card machines. So amateurish, brighten these things out. I need his phone number here.
There we go.
$42,000. You ordered 3 of those B-25 desks and 3 KC-97s.
Little high five there. We
Good.
can eat next week.
Good. Looking forward to it. I bet you $10 that guy cancels tomorrow.